This is what happens when you let good cops be cops. And we're going to continue to let good cops be cops across this country. President Trump gave us the executive decision to go after and safeguard our communities. General Bondi is our warrior of justice leading that charge. Governor Youngkin, it's an honor to be a partner in this operation with you and U.S. Attorney Suburb. This is the mandate we have. Right now we have an American dying every 7 minutes from a drug overdose. That is a national security crisis we have not seen ever before. We have a woman or child being raped every 6.5 minutes in this country. We have a homicide twice an hour. No part of that metric is a safe and secure America. But thanks to the brave leadership of this administration and the folks that you see here, we are returning our communities to safety. As you heard, we took down this morning a top leader of MS-13.
One of the top 3 MS-13 leaders in the United States, a man directing murders and gang activity across the East Coast, was just arrested in a quiet suburb 30 miles outside of Washington, D.C. Not Honduras, not El Salvador, right here in Dale City, Virginia, living like your neighbor. Welcome to modern terrorism. This guy wasn't some street thug. He was command level, one of the worst of the worst. And this morning, he's in FBI custody. In this episode, I'm going to break down the takedown, what really went into the operation and why it matters, and what it tells us about the growing threat of transnational terrorist gangs on U.S. soil. So here's what we know so far. Early Thursday morning, a joint operation led by Kash Patel's FBI arrested a 24-year-old Salvadorian national, one of the most senior MS-13 leaders operating inside of the United States. The suspect was captured in Dale City, Virginia, only 30 miles outside of our nation's capital. I want you to think about that. A Tier 1 gang commander embedded in a family neighborhood. Welcome to modern domestic terrorism. You've got kids riding bikes, moms walking dogs, and this guy's running a murder crew from his living room. The takedown wasn't random. This was the result of a multi-agency intel operation. FBI, ATF, ICE, Prince William County Police, and the Virginia State Police. I salute all you guys. That level of coordination tells me that they had eyes on this guy for a while, and that they tracked his comms, his movement, maybe even flipped an informant inside of his terror circle. And they hit that house before dawn, which is what I'm hearing. High-risk search warrant, dangerous subjects. They don't knock on the door and ask nicely. These guys come in, they shoot, they're ready to put you down. These teams went in with real-time intel, stacked up, probably hit multiple entry points, and he was taken into custody without incident, which tells me this was surgical, it was professional, and it was done right. And those FBI local field offices combined with those SWAT units, they can do some fantastic high-risk warrant service. So I want to give a little more intel on this guy. He wasn't just another MS-13 member. This guy was one of the top 3 leaders in the United States. And since they were designated a terror org, guess what? Right up to the top of that list. And he was illegally in this country. And that's not an immigration issue. Hey, are you guys a fan of the Aaron Cohen Show? Do me a favor and help support the show and join my sponsorship team. Hit the link down in the description and grab yourself a mini sponsorship package. They start at $25. We're completely independently produced, and every package sold helps keep the lights on in the studio so I can continue to combat that garbage anti-Israel misinformation and propaganda that's out there, while bringing you guys no-nonsense, cutting-edge analysis of counterterrorism, the Mideast, and national security. And in just 90 days, the Aaron Cohen Show is now the fastest-growing counterterrorism and national security show online with over 100,000 subscribers in the first 90 days. And why? Because of you, the fans. Do me a favor, help support the show, and join my sponsorship team. Hit the link down in the description and grab yourself a mini sponsorship package and help me to continue to fight that fight. Appreciate you guys. This episode of the Aaron Cohen Show is brought to you by Merkava Coffee. This is the official coffee of the Aaron Cohen Show. When I served in the IDF, coffee wasn't just coffee, it was fuel. And in the special operations world, there were nights with no sleep, missions that stretched for days, and no room for mistakes. Coffee was serious, and it kept us sharp, locked in, and ready to move. And let me tell you something, I still take it seriously. And that's why Merkava Coffee, strong, no nonsense, battle tested, no fluff, no gimmicks, just good, bold coffee for the people who need to be at their best. And if you start your day like I do, like it's a mission, you know why this matters. Hit the link down in the description and grab yourself a triple order and help keep the lights on and support the Aaron Cohen Show. Appreciate you guys. This guy wasn't here to work a job or start a new life. He was here to run a criminal empire. MS-13 doesn't operate like a street gang. They operate as a terrorist network. And commanders like him run cliques. That's what they're called. These are local chapters in cities like LA, Long Island, Charlotte, and yes, even quiet little towns in Virginia. He issues orders, he greenlights hits, and oversees drug and human trafficking routes, and he's not pulling the trigger. This guy's pulling the strings, and that's how you take these guys down. You take down the terrorist leaders. Now I want to hit this national security threat piece. I want to turn that up a little bit more. In my opinion, this arrest proves something that I have believed for years. MS-13 is not a domestic gang problem. This is now a foreign terrorist organization, and it's being treated as such the moment that President Trump designated them that. And under this administration, MS-13 is a now foreign terrorist group, and that opens the doors to more aggressive targeting, that intel collection, that financial disruption, which is key, and that prosecution. And FBI Director Kash Patel said it best. This is what happens when you put good cops in good places to take on bad guys. And I'm 100% with that. He nailed it. And Attorney General Pam Bondi added, this guy was living in a neighborhood right around you. No longer. That is the kind of leadership we need. Direct, unapologetic, and pro-law enforcement. I've been a reserve deputy for 17 years. You've got to be with law enforcement. And the takeaway here, this guy was operating undetected in a suburban Virginia neighborhood. And how many more out there do we not know about? So what does this show us? Let's talk about the takedown. Whose FBI is this now? I want to talk about this paradigm shift within the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Greatest law enforcement agency ever. But I think they got side-railed with that politics because this isn't the FBI of the last few years. This is now Trump's FBI. It's now being guided by Kash Patel and Dan Bongino. Two warriors who understand exactly what the fight is and how you have to win it. And with Pam Bondi now as the Attorney General, the entire Department of Justice has been refocused. And the mission is clear. Make America safe again. It means stop with the politicized targeting. No more distractions, no more weaponizing of the DOJ against soccer moms at school board meetings. This new team is putting the full weight of federal law enforcement behind dismantling transnational gangs, cartel, and terror-linked networks. And you want to know what happens when you put good people in charge? You get a top MS-13 leader arrested in a surgical operation before sunrise. That's right. And this is what happens when you let the good men and women of the FBI get back to their core mission without the garbage politics. You get results, you get wins. And this is a new era. And the war fighters are back in charge. And to all you men and women of the FBI, we salute you here at the ACO Show. We're happy that you're back on track because that's always where you want it to be, in my opinion. Just a couple of rotten eggs up at the top. So what happens next? Aaron, what now? The suspect facing serious charges, racketeering, conspiracy, likely homicide, probably sprinkled in there, maybe even federal terrorism charges if they go all the way, which they probably will. But the real value now is the intel. That guy talks. I certainly would make him talk. He can expose more of that operational network, who's running what, where the weapons are coming from, how the money moves, and where the safe houses are. There's going to be more of them. And that kind of intel can dismantle multiple more cells, man. This thing just spreads. And if the FBI does it right, which they will, the arrest isn't the end. It's just the beginning of a major counterterrorism gang offensive. It's very good work, and it's going to lead to more takedowns. I salute you guys. So I want to close it off with this. This MS-13 terrorist gang leader thought he could disappear in the suburbs, set up shop under our noses, blend in. He was wrong, and I don't think he's going to be the last. And it's important that we keep supporting our law enforcement. We need to keep backing that new FBI. Let those agents know that we support them. They mean well, and they do good work. They're professionals. And we need to keep the DOJ focused on the real threats, not political targets. DOJ is well on its way. This isn't just a crime. This is a war. This is a serious war that we're in here right now with these people. And today, the United States just won a major battle. So do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, support the show with the link below. Grab yourself some Merkava coffee, carry deep, stay dangerous. And if you guys are a fan of the show, hit the link down in the description. Grab yourself a mini sponsorship package. And they start at $25. Helps keep the lights on in the studio and helps support the mission. Every package sold helps me to continue to combat that anti-Israel misinformation and propaganda garbage that's out there, while bringing you guys cutting-edge analysis of the Mideast, counterterrorism, and U.S. national security right here on the home front. Hit the link in the description and join my Season 1 sponsorship team. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to come back to this. Cash is on fire. Bongino's on fire. Pam Bondi, she's on fire. There's going to be more operations unraveling. I'm going to hit every one of them. Why? Because it's important to let you guys know about the wins. I'm Aaron Cohen. You're watching the Aaron Cohen Show, and I will catch you guys soon on the next one.